All right, this is Greg back again. It's coming up on 11 o'clock on the Pacific Coast, and stumbled across another good and interesting weather guesser here. Uh, Goes by Powell. Uh, anyway, he had some good updates for this storm, so I'll let him roll here and then put some more in at the end.
Say, hey, this storm is definitely on the table and it is coming in a big way. So you need to prepare for a big event that's coming up between the 28th, the 29th, and 30th time frame, right along the northeast corridor, especially along the I-95 corridor. In fact, the National Weather Service is confident enough. They've actually put out a winter storm severity index of a moderate risk for impacts. So they're pretty confident. Confidence is increasing that a significant winter storm will create considerable impacts Friday through the weekend for the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. Heavy snow is most likely in parts of New England, but is also part further south along the East Coast, including the I-94 metro areas from New York City to D.C. Significant coastal impacts are possible, including coastal flooding and beach erosion. Additionally, strong winds may cause blowing snow. So all these areas in yellow here that are highlighted, you're looking at more or less minor impacts, further inland. But once you get along the coast, along the I-95 corridor, that's a significant amount of real estate here having minor impacts in the yellow, moderate impacts in the orange. Yeah, we could be looking at some hefty, some damage and along this area, and there's actually even a corridor where you could possibly see some major damage. So that's a huge swath of significant impacts that are coming up to affect a huge area of the Northeast. So let's take a look at the overall ensemble member guidance, and all these ensemble members are really starting to really compact together. That's basically saying, hey, we upped our confidence and say, hey, this storm is really going to come to fruition. And where exactly is some of the heavier snowfall totals going to be taking place? But you can see it's right along pretty much almost like what they call the benchmark, which is the 40 north and 70 west. Most ensemble members, low pressures, have this area right along the benchmark. So that is why the European model is the most bullish on this setup, because it has the most ensemble members right now at this point right along basically the benchmark, which give you the most significant impacts along the the metro areas. And the latest GFS has it moving just a tad bit further east, but still a significant event is on the table. So let's take a look at the overall setup, which I thought this was really interesting, and I waited till the latest, Europe.
Okay, anyway, so hopefully that helps you guys. If you're going to be headed either into or out of the area or whatever, keep a real close eye on the weather and try to find someplace safe to park if it really gets nasty, because I don't want to hear about you in the ditches, and I definitely don't want to see you on boneheaded truckers doing something stupid. So anyway, all right there, truckers, have a good one. Stay safe, and I'll be back if I find any more weather updates for you. All right, this is Greg signing off for this little quickie segment here this morning.